Ballpark in New Jersey. Hello, everybody. I'm Matthew Kaufman. That's Billy Pestito. We welcome you to the seventh now straight season here from the Lakewood Blue Claws. But today, we have a little bit of a different setting from where we normally would be at Farmingdale at Howell High School today. We are at the Blue Claws. It's a lot of fun. I'll say it's been kind of an amped up few days here. Players seem excited. I know we're definitely excited. The fans have been excited. But let's kind of break down these two teams. Let's start with Howell, Billy. 8-12 on the season. They are really fighting today for a spot to host a state playoff game.
Yeah, well, Rohan Shaw has been solid on the mound, and he's going to get the start here tonight. So with him, if the bats can wake up here and Rohan can pitch his pitches, then we should have an exciting evening.
Now, Howell has won 3 of their last 5 games, and they've been against some big teams. They really have. They've beaten Bridgewater Raritan. That was a huge win. Now, one of the other things that they have to remember, though, is they have to be able to continue to hit with guys on base and move them over and get them in scoring position. That's been one of the biggest struggles, and we'll get to the keys to the game as we get closer to first pitch. But that is one of the big things that you have to remember. You have to be able to move guys over. And then the errors. The errors have been a big issue. You go back to that game last week against Mid-North. The errors really, you could say, lost in that game. Obviously, they didn't hit very well, but the errors were a big factor to it. You go to that 4th inning, right? Mm-hmm. Men in scoring position, men on. You got that error. You have 2 outs. You make the throw to first base. You're out of the inning. It's 1-1 game to the bottom of the 4th. That doesn't happen anymore.
No, it went from 1-1 to 11-1 real fast, and it took them right out of the game. It was a little hard. But, hey, we got a different infield here tonight. We got an entirely different field than they're used to playing on, so that should be interesting, too, because some of those errors, I think, were contributed to some bad hops. So it should be interesting for them to see how this rolls here tonight.
Now, let's switch it over to the other team that Howell's going to look to slay the Dragon tonight. As on the other side, it is the Brick Township Dragons, 8-12 on the year. They've lost 3 of their last 5 games. What kind of mindset do the Dragons have coming into this game in such a big opportunity playing here at the Blue Claws?
Well, they're going to have to put the past behind them. You have a short memory when you're playing any team sport. But the electricity that's here for them to be on the field, I mean, it's electric. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, it's electric for us. It's got to be electric for them to be on the field here.
Now, one of their hottest hitters for the Dragons, Braden Heater, 412 batting average. Kind of got off to a rough start in his game yesterday, but they figured it out. He's been their keystone of the offense, and he's been a key piece. How does he do that today against Rohan Shaw?
He's going to, Rohan's going to have to make his pitches. He's going to have to make him throw strikes. And I think that if he gets a little too anxious in the batter's box, that could be the key to Rohan's success today.
Now, the Dragons did beat Howell here last year in a close one, and Brick won a total of 3 games last year. This year, they've won 8. So they've definitely shaped up to what happened last year. They've kind of set themselves apart from last year and what happened. Obviously, they want to forget that, and they can do that again today with a big win. We got a lot of fun stuff coming for you here from ShoreTown Ballpark in New Jersey and Lakewood. We'll be back for first pitch lineups. It's going to be fun to watch. For Billy Bastito, I'm Matthew Kaufman. And, of course, it's Patrick Fagan on the camera. We'll see you for first pitch. We are back from ShoreTown Ballpark here in Lakewood, New Jersey. Matthew Calvin with you, Billy Bastito with you. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Brick Dragons as they come up to the plate first. Leading off in center field, David Marcus. Batting second in left field, Dylan Rostek. Batting third, the first baseman, Chris Quick. Cleanup hitter, Braden Heater. At shortstop, Vin Barcia, the DH. Bats fifth. Peyton Horning, the catcher, bats sixth. Hayden Espina bats seventh. He's the starting pitcher today. Brandon McBride, the second baseman, bats eighth. And Luke Beinheimer will be at ninth and be in right field. Billy, we got the pitcher, Rohan Shaw. What do we know?
We know he's got good stuff. He's confident on the mound. I just think he's got to bring his best stuff here tonight. And like I said, it's so electric here. Heart's got to be pounding here tonight. So yeah, he's going to bring his best stuff, and we'll see these first. We can usually see how he's going to pitch with this first few batters, and hopefully he can be the Dragon Slayer.
And Rohan Shaw he's been up and down so far this year, but he really has had some very good quality starts, and that's what Coach Eric Johnson is looking to see. He's looking to see those quality starts from his starting pitchers. 3.62 ERA. He's thrown a total of 353 pitches. It's been a little bit of a concern with the walks, with 15 walks to 18 strikeouts, but he definitely has been able to find the zone a little bit better these last couple of games. Let's take a look at today's keys to the game, sponsored by the dance team. The dance team performs at school events, for example, pep rallies, football, and basketball games. All students of Howell High School are welcome to try out for the dance team. Check out the website for tryout information. Well, keys to the game today. One, you got to stay away from the errors. That's one of the biggest things. We talked about that in the opening. The errors really cost Howell that game last week.
Oh, without a doubt. And I think the other big key to the game here is they got to get the bats got to come alive. Got to build some runs. Got to get some guys in scoring position. Do not have anybody left on base.
So it'll be David Marcus, Dylan Rostek, and Chris Quick to lead off here to start on a overcasted Tuesday evening now.
Under the lights.
Under the lights, primetime edition. For Matthew Calvin with you, Billy Bastito with you. We got Patrick Fagan, of course, on the camera. David Marcus digs into the plate. It's Rohan Shaw spinning the seams tonight from the Blue Claws. Let's do it. Shaw's ready. Marcus is ready. Here we go. First pitch is in there for a strike. We are underway here tonight. 0-1 to David Marcus. Slider outside. 1-1. Marcus, 304 hitter this year. 56 at bats, 17 hits. That one's fouled back and
right above us
onto the roof. So quickly 1-2 for Rohan Shaw. And one of the things that we talked about, and we talked about this a little bit earlier today also, was he's got to be ahead of the count. He can't be behind the count, 2 balls, no strikes, 3 balls, 1 strike. He's got to be ahead. That's when he pitches his best. That one fouled back to the screen, and we'll do it again. Still 1-2.
You know, I talked about so many times that it's as much a mental game as it is a physical game. So being ahead in the count just, takes that pressure off.
1-2 coming from Rohan Shaw. And that drills him in the left rib cage. So the first base runner of the game, a hit by pitch for David Marcus. Dylan Rostek will come to the plate. Take a look at the defense for the Rebels. Logan Keppel in left field. In center field, Ryan Tedisco. And right, it's Vinny Agnello. Let's go third to first. Joe Zito at third. At short, it's Aaron Wojcinski. Second base, Ryan Kinsella. And at first base, Braden Walsh. Doing the DH and today, Matt Petrano. And then we talked about Rohan Shaw on the mound. So here's the lefty Rostek. We're at first, nobody out, just underway. That pitch is high and over the glove and off the glove of Brody Lau. That's going to trickle all the way to the backstop. As moving to second is David Marcus. Well, the one advantage that Howell does have, they have that big backstop back at the high school. So that is one thing that you want to remember. They know, and Brody Locke knows that he's going to have some running to do.
There's a lot of real estate behind home plate there. Then he made a wide turn at second, looking like maybe going to third, but.
Brody Locke, a very good defensive catcher. Want to know the count on Rostack. Runner at second after the wild pitch. On Shaw here in the first. Checks the runner, Friars, a little high, 2-0. But this was exactly what we talked about, Billy. He's got to get ahead of the count early, especially early in the game. You don't want, obviously, the pitch count to climb all the way up there. And with most likely having a game later this week, you want to save the bullpen as much as possible. 3 consecutive out of the zone for Rohan Shaw to Dylan Rostack after he hit the first batter of the game. You give him the green light here, 3-0?
No, I don't. He's going to bring heat, though. He's got to bring heat this time.
He does, and he misses 4 straight out of the zone, so Rostack works a walk in early trouble as Brody Locke is going to go out and talk to Rohan Shaw. Billy, what are you telling Rohan right now if you're Brody?
You got to settle him down. I mean, he may have also gotten rocked by hitting that first batter, because his very first pitch was a strike, and it seemed like he was going to be in that groove. And then after he hit the batter, he kind of just lost the strike zone. So I think this is going to reassure him of, hey, I'm here for you. Let's go.
Here's Chris Quick, number 3 hitter in the lineup, first baseman. He's had a good start to the year, 356 batting average, 21 hits and 59 plate appearances. That's a nice off-speed pitch for strike 1. That's the other thing you got to think of, though. Rohan's got to rely on other pitches. You can't just rely on that fastball. If the fastball's not working, go to that off-speed stuff, like the slider, like the curveball, the changeup. 0-1. Went with another slider there, missed upstairs, 1-1.
It seems like, though, his slider's missing the plate, but his fastball is getting in there. So he's got to get control over that slider to get it over the plate.
Even the count, 1-1 to Chris Quick. Number 3 hitter in the lineup for the Dragons. Big cut and miss there. He wanted to go dead center, 400 into the bushes. And he's behind in the count, 1-2 strikes. You go back with a heater?
Yeah, he's got to. If that's where he's hitting the strike zone right now, I think he's got to bring the heat.
1-2. Went with the heat outside. 2-2.
Maybe he can this time make him. If he's thinking fastball, this is the time for the slider, and he'll get him way out in front.
I will say so far 2 for 2 today, Billy. Goes with the slider, back up the middle. That's going to get through into center field for a base hit. Here comes the throw home. It's a good one up the line. The throw to second will go to short to Wojcinski. A run scores. It's an RBI single. Moving to second on the throw, Chris Quick, and it's quickly 1-0 Dragons. So Braden Heater comes to the plate, the cleanup hitter, second and third. Still nobody out here in the first. This has been the big issue for Rohan Shaw this year in the first inning. Go back to that CBA game when he started.
Yeah.
2 teams that are 8-12 right now, the Dragons and Rebels, trying to fight their way to a state playoff game and try to host one. That's in there for a strike. Count 0-1. Heater and then Barcia to follow. Corners are in with Zito and Walsh, the 2 seniors. That's right back up the middle. It's over the glove of Shaw. Wojcinski's throw to first in time. And it's played by the shortstop, Aaron Wojcinski, to get the out at first. Another run does score in Rostack. And it's quickly 2-0 Dragons here in the first.
That's the kind of hit we needed before. Then they get a turn 2.
So here is Vin Barcia, the DH today.
Infield is in.
Yeah, they're all the way in now. Pulls the bunt back. 1-0. 1 out here in the first. Looks like the Drizzles have stopped for now, at least. It was drizzling in the opening. It's gonna have been like the weather hawk all week and all weekend. That's a foul ball.
Just foul.
I was gonna say that was down the line. And he's hearing it from the Dragon fans down the third baseline. Home plate umpire tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. One coming to Barcia. Good off speed pitch there.
Outfielders
1 and 2.
are shallow as well.
Hoping for a fly ball, get him
Yeah.
with an opportunity to throw home. Agnello's in right, Kepler in left, and then Tedesco's in center. 3 good arms in the outfield. 1-2. Just missed. 2-2. Tried to jam him inside. I will tell you this, though. 3 seniors in the infield with Walsh at first, Kinsella at second, and then Zito at third, and then you got the junior shortstop Aaron Wojcinski. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Rohan Shaw here in the first, with a runner still at third base. And Peyton Horning comes to the plate. But there's some really good experience in this infield with the 3 seniors. And then Aaron Wojcinski's a really good shortstop as well. Talked about that a little bit last week also. It's like a veteran presence in the infield. In there for strike 1. Oh, that one got off the glove. That was a chance possibly for the Dragons. And only if Quick was paying attention at third, he might have been able to have a chance to score. Good job by Aaron Wojcinski getting to that ball as quick as possible. 0-1 the count on Horning. 2-0 lead after the RBI single for Chris Quick. And then the RBI infield ground out. 1-1.
Brody's going to be busy behind that plate, too. He's going to protect with a runner on third. He's got to protect that wild pitch.
Absolutely. 1-1. Good off-speed pitch there. Looked like a slider. Strike 2. This is a big pitch coming here from Rohan to try to get out of this inning right now. You go fastball, or we going off speed again?
He set him. Hey, he might have set him up with that slider just to come with the heat now.
And is Horning going to call time? One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2-0 Dragons here in the first. 1-2. Missed outside with the heater, 2-2. I feel like we've had a pretty good amount early of 1-2 counts. So we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rohan with the swing and a miss of Horning. And that will end the inning. 2 runs due plate for the Dragons. And the Rebels are coming to bat when we come back here from Lakewood, New Jersey. So Jaden Espana on the mound for the Dragons today as we welcome you back here to ShoreTown Ballpark. Home of the Blue Claws. 2-0 lead for the Dragons, and Espana is going to face this lineup of the Rebels. Leading off in right field, Vinny Agnello. The second hitter is the shortstop, Aaron Majensky. Batting third in center field, Ryan Tedisco. He's been scorching hot for Howell. Clean it up, Braden Walsh at first base. Batting fifth, Joe Zito, the third baseman. Matt Petrano will DH and bat sixth. Logan Kemple back in left field today, batting seventh. Brody Locke will catch and bat eighth. And batting ninth, the senior, Ryan Kinsella, will play second base.
You know, the one thing missing here is Buster.
Yeah.
We could use Buster out here now, entertaining us.
Take a look at the defense behind the starter today for the Dragons. Rostek in left, Marcus in center, and then Billheimer in right. We'll go third to first. Who's the third baseman? Gerling at third, Heater at short, McBride at second, and then Chris Quick at first, and then RBI single in the first inning. 2-0 lead for the Dragons. That foul ball came right back. Vinny Agnello leading it off. Spike that one. 1-1.
I think both catchers are going to be busier tonight.
Yeah.
Already.
One misses upstairs. 2-1.
Catchers are always the unsung heroes. They put up with a whole lot. No, and no reward.
Yeah. Two and two on Vinny Agnello. 2-2. That is into right center field for a base hit. Agnello gets it started. A big turn at first. Getting it in quickly. Billheimer and a leadoff single to bring up Aaron Majensky. Exactly how they wanted to get it started. Espana with a 2.26 ERA this year. So here's Aaron Majensky. Majensky with Agnello at first, a threat to run. With a good lead. Not running, freezes him with an off-speed pitch. Strike one. Majensky batting 200 on the season. Back goes Agnello with the throw over to first. And the 0-1. Missed outside, 1-1. Check it first. I think Agnello was still on the bag. That was interesting.
Yeah, that was odd.
Ryan Tedisco on deck. Another check at first. Quick tag from Quick. Still 1-1. They're really keeping a close eye on the runner at first and Vinny Agnello. Got the corner for strike two. Kind of painted that one. Coach Johnson at third. Coach Brian Blood at first. Base coaches today. Another check on Agnello at first base. They're really keeping him close. On two. Up and in. Brushed him off the plate. 2-2. Where do you see him coming here? Do you try to get the strikeout? You don't want to be careful. You don't want to bounce one. They had Agnello in score position early. Another check at first. And back in there safely.
He's definitely obsessed with him at first.
Yeah.
More so than I've seen all season.
Trying to keep him there early. Well, that was the thing that we mentioned in the pregame when we talked to Mr. McTagg earlier today. Rips that one on the hands, foul down the left field line. But one of the things we mentioned was is going to be the base running. We haven't really seen besides the fact there's been some struggle getting base runners on, but it's been interesting to see the way that they run them here today. Did they run them early? Did they try to move them over and try to get guys into scoring position quite early?
The other option you have too is you can implement the hit and run it at any time too. So especially with a 2-2 count, that's not a bad idea.
2-2. That's fouled back to the Sweets.
We probably should have brought a glove here too.
Yeah.
Holy cow, that's like the third one close by us.
Now here's my question: if we do get one, do we get to keep them, or do we got to give them back? I
don't know.
I feel like we got to keep them, right?
Oh yeah,
We'll kind of sign it, date it, and keep it in the record books.
absolutely. As long as we don't get injured by it.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, I only have one hand.
Yeah, all right.
At least you have the two.
I got you covered. There he waited on
That ball's driven into center field. And a good jump on it is David Marcus for this first out. Jensen gave it a good look. A good ride. One away brings up Ryan Tedisco, left-hand hitter. Tedisco's been one of their most consistent hitters offensively, batting .320 this year. 8 for 25. And Nello still at first with one away. Wanted to bunt, pulled it back. Taking a strike, 0-1. Jaden Espana trying to work off the leadoff single. Keep it a 2-0 game. He's got a runner at first with one out.
You gonna throw over there?
Another throw over. It's like we knew it's coming.
I'm surprised that doesn't distract him enough that he can't find the play, because some pitchers have that issue where they get so obsessed with the runner that they lose focus on the batter.
Another check on.
That's got to be like the 10th, 11th throw over there.
Yeah. He does not want him going. Or he just wants him to do more laundry. one of those two. In there for a strike, going 2.
I tell you what, though, it hasn't distracted him because he's still throwing strikes, even so. I know it would distract me.
Espana's been really consistent on the mound so far. Very consistent in the strike zone. Espana checks again. Couple of head nods and the pitch. Way up. 1-2. You got to think, too. I mean, you're coming to this ballpark here, pitching at the home of the Blue Claws. You got to have a little bit of nerves in you, right? I mean, everybody's got nerves before any start, but yeah, such a big game. A lot of people watching here. That's outside. Agnello not going anywhere if it hit off the glove. So he's worked the count from 0-2 to 2-2.
Yeah, for some people, it can definitely be intimidating, the atmosphere, but and for others, it's totally electrifying, But you have that motion under control.
Two. Big swing and a miss. Got him to chase it upstairs. 2 away, and here is Braden Walsh. The cleanup hitter digs in, the right-hander hitting. One of the seniors to the crew. Braden Walsh trying to keep this inning alive. Both teams with one hit. Agnello runs. Walsh drives this ball to left center field. On the run, and he dropped the baseball. He dropped it in left center field. Agnello's going to round third. He's going to score. It's an RBI single, RBI double for Braden Walsh. And it's 2-1. Agnello running on the pitch, so the hit and run worked.
I think it had something to do with miscommunication in the center field and left fielder there. I think that last minute he took his eye off the ball, and that was it.
Rostek in center almost ran into Marcus, but Rostek's the one who couldn't come away with the ball as it hit out of his glove, and it's a 2-1 ball game just like that. And talk about errors in the beginning. Dragons got to stay away from it too. They've been a very good defensive team, though, this year. 2-1 ball game. Joe Zito to the plate. Another senior as they go back-to-back. And then it's going to be Matt Petrano to follow. And the Rebels get a 2-out rally here. start one of those big Rebel rallies. Zito smacks one into left field. Rostek is going to make the catch and end the inning. Rebels do get a run back. The RBI double for Braden Walsh. It's 2-1 after 1. We go to the second here from ShoreTown Ballpark. Jaden Espana will lead it off as we start the top of the second inning. 2-1. Dragons plated 2 in the first. Rebels plated 1 in the bottom of the first. First pitch on the ground to second. Ryan Kinsella takes it to the chest, throws to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. Good way to start the second inning for Rohan Shaw.
That's a pitcher's best friend right there, the ground ball to second.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was interested to see when he came out here how he responded after maybe that first inning. We talked about, a little nerves and stuff too. He might have had them in the first,
Yeah.
So
here's McBride. In there for a strike. Paid to that outside corner. 0-1. Tried to paint it again. Pulled it a little outside. 1-1. I will say, though, the Dragons, they were talking about the vocalness of the dugouts. Dragons are slaying it right now. 1-1. In the dirt. 2-1.
we do softball games. The girls are pretty loud too, but
yeah,
they're killing it out there right now.
Yeah. One from Shaw. Nice pitch there, off speed. 1-2. Excuse me, 2-2. There's been some 2-2 counts. He's had counts with 2 strikes. He has to be able to put those hitters away. 2-2. Put him away there with the swing and a miss. Strike 3. As McBride down on strikes. 2 away. 2 up, 2 down here in the second.
He's stuck again with that slider.
So here is Luke Billheimer, number 9 hitter in the order. Upstairs, 1-0. I don't know what food they're cooking down there, but it smells good.
I just got a whiff of that. Holy cow.
It does help having 2 guys that work at Blue Claws here. That's a
That's
strike. 1-1.
We could always send them on a food run if we get hungry.
Yeah, right?
Ooh, that pitch was.
I don't know
good,
where
too.
that one
was-
missed. 2-1.
That pitch is nasty.
Yeah.
It looks like it's coming right at your head and
Yeah.
then drops in.
2-1 on the number 9 hitter. 3-1. I will say he either gets ahead early or he gets behind early.
Yeah.
That's one of the two things.
It's
He's
two
been
extremes.
very on and off with that. That one's into the gap in left center field. Going to give it a run. He's not going to get there. He's going to dunk into left center field for a base hit. And a 2-out single to keep the inning alive for the number 9 hitter. And back to the top of the order, it goes with David Marcus. Hit by a pitch in his first debut of the game. Center fielder today for the Dragons.
So much for a 1-2-3 inning for Rohan at this point.
Yeah.
Nice ground ball would be perfect right here.
Upstairs, 1-0. Rohan Shaw's been the thing with him is he's gonna when he throws the strikes, they're not put away pitches most of the time. He does have that really good moving slider, but they're not a lot of pitches that are swing and miss, kind of chase pitches, and that forces the opponents to hit the baseball, put the ball in play. That's where your defense has to come up strong, making the play.
The other thing is, in the first inning as well, when he had a runner on first, is that he came with that slider and they went back to the backstop, and that's how we got a runner on second. So he's got to be careful of that too.
Rohan checking
That's
at
a nice
first.
move. Nice move there.
Yeah. We'll go back to that first game that we called. He had a couple of close ones.
Yeah.
1-0 runner goes. Swing and a miss. Locks throw down to second.
Ooh.
Not in time.
Good
Closer
throw.
than it looked.
Yeah, good throw though.
I told you, he's one of the better defensive catchers in the Shore. Well, we mentioned David Marcus, a 304 hitter. He's also been hit by a pitch coming into this game 3 times. He's now been hit by a pitch 4 times this year. That one fouled off. 1-2. On the number 1 hitter in the order, the 4th hitter to come to the plate here in the second.
I have a feeling he's going to try to get him to chase that slider.
Yeah. 1-2 coming from Rohan Shaw. 1 on, 2 out. 2-1 lead for the Dragons. 1 pitch. Went with the fastball outside, lost his hat in the process. 2-2. Ryan Kinsella kind of keeping him close at second. 2-2, misses out and away. Throw back to second, not in time. Almost caught him sleeping.
Yeah.
Brody Long with a great throw. And he almost caught Billheimer sleeping.
That ball was 3/4 of the way there before he even realized it was coming
Yeah.
out.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rohan Shaw versus David Marcus. Strike 3 looking. Shaw with the mean slider to get out of the second. It stays 2-1. Dragons, bottom of the second inning, upcoming here from ShoreTown Ballpark in Lakewood, New Jersey. Espana back on the mound. His second inning of work. He'll face Matt Petrano, Logan Kempel, and Brody Locke. 2-1. The score? First pitch is a strike. 0-1.
A lot of fire engines passing by here today.
Yeah. Right back to the mound. Espana with a nice play over to Chris Quick for the first out. And here's Logan Kempel. Billy, have you gotten a chance to talk with Logan a little bit?
Yeah, we talked a few days ago, and I'm actually surprised he's out and left today. He had told me he was struggling with a little shoulder problem. He was going to get an MRI on it. So, but he's in the lineup tonight, so I'm encouraged there. I didn't speak with him today, though.
That pitch on the ground, foul down the third baseline. One of the few hitters you see in high school ball to not wear the batting gloves. I'll tell you, that takes guts, especially when it's a little chilly out.
No, for sure. But Logan's pretty solid at the plate. He's contributed quite a bit. I like to see him. We joked with him before the game started and said, hey, let's go yard here.
Yeah.
Which would be some feat. But if anybody can do it on this team, Logan can.
1-1 to Logan Kempel. Howell misses. Looks like someone getting loose in the Rebel bullpen. It looks like Phil Christopher. Can't tell for certain. That's a strike, 2-2.
He just pitched Saturday, right?
I believe so. So he should have enough of rest. Kempel swings and misses. Out number 2. Here's Brody Locke, the catcher.
Be hoping to see they can ride the momentum from that Saturday game against Point Pleasant Beach.
Yeah, big win.
Big win. Point Pleasant Beach was
strike 1.
14-0 in the Shore. And 14-2 now after we beat them 5-2. So
just got in there, painted it again. 0-2. Quickly on Brody Locke. Howell misses. 1-2. Espana so far today. And pounding the strike zone. 1-2. Bounced it. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on Brody Locke.
You hit one straight up the middle. There's a lot of room between shortstop
there's a
and
lot of green
second
grass
base.
over there.
Oh, yeah.
2-2. That one drilled foul. Still 2-2.
They're playing him to pull a little bit, but if he could just pitch him on the outside part of the plate, if he could squeak one through over the second base, over the bag, he'd definitely be on get a base runner here with 2 out.
Absolutely. So another 2 ball, 2 strike, 2 out pitch. Espana deals. Driven into right center field on the run. Nobody's going to get there. This is going to reach some green grass. Booted in right. Locke is going to pull into second with a 2-out extra base hit. Rebels with a base runner in scoring position for the senior Ryan Kinsella to the plate. David Marcus was out there to try to get it.
That was some smart batting. They were playing him to pull, and he went opposite field.
Really good at bat for Brody Locke. He's going to be pinch ran here. Waylon Kavanaugh, the pinch runner. As Brody Locke will get catcher gear on, get ready to get back out there.
Going back to what we said, too, now we got a runner in score position. Granted, it's 2 outs, but if you want to leave him out there, you can tie this game up with 1 base hit.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking for a big hit here. Some good speed for Kavanaugh. Takes a strike. 0-1 to Ryan Kinsella. Batted .286 this year and 4 hits and 14 plate appearances. He's got 3 ribbies this year. Looks at another one on the corner. 0-2. Quickly on Ryan Kinsella. He could get on and extends this inning. Vinny Agnello, the top of the order, comes up. Upstairs, 1-2. There's a huge gap. Talk about a gap. Look at left center field.
Exactly. I just saw that as you said it.
Bounced it 2-2. So 2 straight out of the zone from Espana. Ryan Kinsella trying to battle. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
He put something in that gap. That run scores easily.
Kinsella's got good speed too. 2-2. Popped up in the infield. Espana called off by Quick. He makes the catch, and that will do it. So the Rebels leave 1 stranded at second. We go to the third. Dragons lead it 2-1. And Rohan Shaw takes the hill when we come back. Who's leading off?
Roslick.
So here's Rostek to lead off. Start the third inning, 2-1 lead for the Dragons. That's foul. 0-1. Well, Billy, so far we're through 2 innings. What have you seen so far between the 2 teams?
We kind of figured that this might be a battle, even a 1-run game, based on the fact that they're pretty evenly matched. It was going to be key on how the pitchers responded. And both Rohan's kind of putting it together here now. Struggled in that first, but he's putting it together.
Fouled off. Quickly 0-2. Rostek 3 for 10 this year, batting .300. Couple of RBIs. This team has a batting average of the Dragons of .245. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him for out number 1. Chris Quick will dig in.
It feels like Rohan has settled in a little bit, after that first inning.
Good lively fastball there.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And thinking that this might be a 1-run game, the next time we get a 1-out base runner or 0-out base runner, might be time to bunt him over and try to build a run here.
Yeah.
Get this game tied.
So here's Quick. Upstairs, 1-0. An RBI in the first inning. Kind of started that inning for the Dragons with a big hit. The RBI single. They advanced to second on the throw to the plate. That one outside, 2-0. And look at this overall batting average for the Dragons this year, Billy. And you look at .245, that's about a league average, you would think, for the average team. It's ball 3-0 on Quick. They've put some good at-bats together.
That's the other thing that concerns me here, too, a lot of times is the consistency. Now he's got 3-0 on this bat.
Time called as home plate umpire steps away. I didn't realize this is the first at-bat, but Chris Quick's got no batting gloves either.
No. Calloused hands, right?
Yeah. 3-0 Shaw. He walked him on 4 consecutive pitches and then bat flips on his way to first. That'll bring up Braden Heater. Well, one of the interesting things for Rohan Shaw, it's been obviously, we've talked about the ups and downs last couple of starts, last couple of outings, but the pitch count rises quick for Shaw, and that's because he gets a lot of 2-ball, 3-ball counts. Big swing and a miss for Heater. Strike one.
Yeah, didn't he had like 51 pitches and 2 innings in that game?
Yeah, first game we called. That one into center field. Or actually, it's to second base. And the catch made from Ryan Kinsella for the second out. 2 away.
That was a mile high, that pop-up.
Yeah. At first, I thought it was going to center field the way Tedesco came in. And instead, it's Ryan Kinsella at the edge of the grass for the second out. So here's Vin Barcia, the DH today. 2 away with a runner on. Upstairs, 1-0. Check on Quick at first. Close play. As Brady Walsh with the quick tag on him. Stays 1-0. He does have a really good move over to first base. Really good move.
Yep.
Another quick one. And again, close. Keeping Chris Quick pretty close.
It would be even closer if he brought that ball a little bit down.
Yeah.
On the bag. Might get him on that one.
Upstairs, 2-0. Again, behind the count.
That's how many balls? Yeah.
2-0 to Barcia. That's a strike, 2-1.
Not taking much of a lead over there on first.
No, he's really not, which was the interesting thing, why he was checking on him at first. And I guess when you have the last name Quick, you're automatically thought to be a base runner, stealer, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Quick
Yeah.
second, Quick to third. I know Coach Quick would agree.
I was thinking the same thing as you were. Yeah, Coach Quick. Little shout out to Coach Quick. He'd be thinking the same thing.
3-1, another check to first.
He's quick with his humor, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coach Quick has got great humor. Great sense of humor.
That was such a fun history class last year. Coach Quick, Mr. McTagg, Allie Mack, as he called himself today.
Yeah. He's Reb Al, too.
3-1, misses outside, ball 4. So 2 on, 2 out against Rohan Shaw for Payne Horning.
Rohan needs a 1-2-3 inning here somewhere.
Yeah.
Just
At
to
some
keep the
point in
pitch
the
count
game.
down. Yeah, at some point in the game, he's going to need to do that. Just keep the pitch count down and keep the confidence level up.
Yeah. So 2 away, 2 out. And Payne Horning to the plate against Shaw. Missed outside, 1-0.
Mound visit's going to have to, even if from Brody, even if Brody goes out there,
Yeah.
he's going to have to settle him down a little bit. Just keep throwing strikes. Let him hit the ball.
So make them put
the
the
ball
ball
in
in play.
Yeah.
Something we talked about so much last week. That's a strike. That's a really good job by Brody Locke. He was counting the ball on a strike. Time called. Well, don't forget, coming up in the fourth inning, we have today's trivia question for you. A weighted trivia question. What will it be? And if you know the answer, don't go anywhere. If you want to know the question, obviously you got to stick around. That was in there for strike 1 and 2.
I still like that. What pizza can fly? I still like.
I thought that was really good.
I used that today and a couple.
You did?
People. Yeah.
Did I get it right?
No.
I didn't think so. We know our camera guy, Pat, our trivia buff, got it.
Oh yeah, he's the man.
1-2. Outside, 2 and 2.
Yeah, Pat can do it all.
And if the camera's crooked, you blame Pat. That's the only thing you can blame him for.
Yeah, as long as you don't fall asleep out there.
2-2.
Oh,
That's going to be a balk. And Rohan Shaw got his foot stuck in the mound. And that's going to advance the runners to second and third now. So 2 runners in scoring position. And that's just one of those tough breaks you get as a pitcher.
yeah.
Especially in the way things have gone this inning. A couple of walks. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, 2-1 lead. A lot of 2s here in the Dragons' lead. 2-2. Try to pump it in there with a fastball. Missed 3 and 2, so the count's full. And now a payoff pitch coming to Horning.
One thing
Spagna on deck.
Thing you don't want to do here is load the bases.
Yeah. Especially when you got the 7-hitter coming up.
Bread and butter coming right here.
Feel like you got to go with the fastball here. Payoff pitch
Got
coming.
to.
He does. It's punched out to second base and over the try of Kinsella. The throw home. The tag. The play. Not in time. 2-run score for the Dragons. The throw from right field for Magnello. Not in time. It's a 2-run RBI single for Peyton Horning, and it's 4-1 break. Horning's going to get a pinch runner.
That was a tough break. That him falling off the mound, causing the runners to advance on the balk, set that whole 2-run score up.
Nick Newcomb, the pinch runner for the Dragons, and now Coach Blood going to take a mound visit. This mound visit sponsored by Reading for a Reason. We will meet to read books together and find service projects. And also sponsored by the Rebel Remix. Rebel Remix is a competitive vocal team for those singers whose first extracurricular priority will be this group. One voice practices regularly twice per week after school. You know, as much as I can call a game, I cannot sing. I'll tell you that.
I can clear the stadium if I start singing. No doubt about that. Can't carry a tune. Can't carry anything. It's amazing, though, to listen to them. Holy cow.
It looks like Jake Jensen starting to get loose in the Rebel bullpen.
We are loaded with so much talent at Howell High School.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
So here's Espana, today's starting pitcher. The Dragons. That one misses, 1-0. It almost seems like Rowan gets a little flustered sometimes, but he falls behind in the count early. Well, that's the competitiveness in the senior. Right back up the middle with Jetsky. We'll flip to Kinsella for the final out here in the top half of the third inning. 2 runs due plate for the Dragons. It's 4-1. Rebels coming to bat after this. We go to the bottom of the third. Top of the order leads off for Howell, down 4-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. Don't forget, don't go too far. We got today's trivia question coming up in the fourth inning. Away half of the fourth for Howell.
Have you decided which of the three you're going to use today?
I don't know. Miss Hanson gave me a couple of options, so we'll have to see which one kind of goes along.
Well, she gave us the Longhorns one the last time, so.
Which was really good. I really did like that. Was a good question.
That was a good one.
I'll tell you, not a lot of people got it right away. I did have a lot of North Dakota answers, which didn't surprise me, but that's a worm burner up the middle. Play at shortstop. To the first in time, so Agnello retired on the ground. Braden Heater with a good throw. Aaron Wojcinski digs in. One away. Feels like the first batter has been of every inning. Retired quick.
Yeah. And sometimes first pitch hitting.
Yeah. Here's Aaron Wojcinski. One out here in the third. Wojcinski gets one in on the hands, racing in on the dive. He's not going to get there. Rostek couldn't grab it. That throw gets away. Wojcinski's going to go to second. He'll head first slide. It is going to be an E7, and Wojcinski says, well, I don't know. He dropped it. I got to go two.
That's a good bit of base running on his part. When he took that wide turn at first, I'm like, holy cow, is he really going to try to go for two on this? And
he did.
He did.
So here is Ryan Tedesco, center fielder today for Howell. One out here in the third. 2 runs scored in the first, 2 runs scored in the third for the Dragons. Rebels answered in the bottom of the first with 1 run. Trying to add to it. Tedesco flings one into center field. Making the catch, David Marcus. Wojcinski on his way to third. It's a good throw, but it's a little up the line, so Wojcinski going to get there safely. A sac fly moves Wojcinski to third. Good base running by the junior shortstop. Now it'll be Braden Walsh coming to the plate.
That's building the run the hard way.
Yeah. Exactly what we said. Move the runners over.
The key is to bring them home. You can't leave him on third. Get a base hit here. Hey, we even take a pass ball.
Yeah. That's the one thing that Espana has not really done. It hasn't gotten much in the dirt. Walsh flies one into shallow left center field on the run. A nice over-the-shoulder catch. Braden Heater saves a run and keeps it 4-1. To the fourth we go. Stay tuned for today's trivia question. Coming up right after this. So Brandon McBride will lead it off. 8-9-1 scheduled to bat here in the fourth inning. First pitch swinging, 0-1.
Maybe this will be Rohan's 1-2-3 inning. One could only hope.
0-1. Foul back close to here.
Yep. That's number 5, close to the booth.
0-2. Don't worry, we know you're itching for the trivia question. We'll get it for you after the at-bat for Brandon McBride. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Big strikeout to start the inning for Rohan Shaw. Let's take a look at today's trivia question. You ready, Billy?
I'm ready. Let's go.
If you combine a word meaning the opposite of old and a shirt that athletes wear that links them to their team, you get what 30th state alphabetically in the U.S.?
New Jersey.
Wow, look at that.
That's what I'm talking about.
You knew it right away. That went down the left field line, cutting it off his Keppel to throw in his second. Will not be in time. A quick double for Billheimer. 1 on, 1 out for the Dragons. Man, you did that right away.
Holy cow.
All right, well, now I got to give you another one.
I got the Matty K trophy.
All right, well, now I'm going to have to give another question.
Okay, go ahead. Well, I'll stay out of this one. Go ahead.
Winning the big award in 2004, what New Jersey set HBO program was the first cable show to win the Emmy for Outstanding Drama?
Sopranos?
2 for 2.
That's it, baby. All right, I'll stay out of this one. We'll take
We'll get one more.
We'll take the first caller to 1-900 Matty K with the right answer. Wins tickets to a Blue Claws game.
On the ground at third. Nice play by Joe Zito. They're going to try it third. The throw to third is in time. They had the double play. 5-3-5 is how you score it. What a double play. Turned by Howell to end the inning just like that. So there you go. You get the quick inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Don't worry. We'll have another trivia question for you. Billy ain't answering this one. We'll be right back. God. We're back here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 4-1 lead for the Dragons. Howell trying to pick up the bats on offense. A couple of times, we've had some base runners try to cash it in now.
Joe needs to start a rally here. That's what they need.
Fouls back. 0-2.
They're playing him straight away.
Zito chopped on the ground under the glove of the third baseman. The throw to first. Not in time. Zito beat it out. What a play by Braden Heater, though, as it went under the glove, the third baseman Grelling. And it'll be an infield single for Joe Zito to Brent Matt Petrano.
That was on the he fielded on the edge of the outfield, right?
Yeah. Let's talk about this beautiful ShoreTown ballpark. They changed their name a few years ago to the ShoreTown ballpark after it was First Energy Park. 6,588 reserve seats plus additional seating on the grass area. I will say, though, when I come to a game here, I love sitting on the grass, watching it from the outfield.
Oh, yeah. That's like going to PNC Art Center and getting seats in the – yeah, that's always most comfortable.
1-0 to Vetrano is lifted to center field. Catch made by David Marcus for the first out. One away, here's Logan Keppel. Let's take a look at the dimensions of the outfield. 325 to left field, 325 to right field, and then dead central to the grassy areas, 400. Hey, you think if someone hits a home run at the Chick-fil-A fan zone, we get free Chick-fil-A today? And we know that's one of our favorites.
For sure. We could check. Might be something in it for us.
That one misses high, 1-0.
We got enough friends from students from Howell High School that work there. I'm sure we can work something out.
1-0 on Keppel. Keppel drives one to left field and deep. Rostek going back. It's over his head. Zito going to turn on the afterburners. On his way to third. Keppel into second with a loud one-out double. And the Rebels are set up perfectly at second and third. And here comes the seven-hitter, Brody Locke.
I get the feeling that when I see Logan, he's going to say, well, I tried to go yard. He hit that pretty deep. He hit that pretty deep. That was a solid hit.
So one out, second and third, and now the catcher, the number 7 hitter to the plate, and now a mound visit coming to talk to Espana. And are they going to pull Espana here?
I don't think so. This is the first trouble he's really been in. I get the feeling no, but and they have nobody warming up. So there's a good chance he's going to stay in the game.
I wonder what he's telling him here. You got second and third, one out. You bring the infield in?
No, with a 3-run lead, I'm thinking no. Or something else. Do you put him on and load the bases?
Yeah, intentionally walk.
And you set up
Ryan Kinsella to
put a double play.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you do here? Yeah. That's why we're in the booth.
And they're on the
field, bro.
So it's Brody Locke at the plate. Now, again, kind of went back to what we said. Are you taking the chance and you're going to walk him, load the bases for the senior 9-hitter, Ryan Kinsella?
We'll know here in a moment.
One out here in the fourth, second and third.
Well, the other option, too, is you can pitch around him.
Yeah. That is into left center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. Keppel right behind him. He will score. No one covers second. Lock in there with a double. It's a 1-run game. 2-run score for Howell. Zito and Keppel cross. It's 4-3 Dragons. Brody Locke comes through the clutch again. And now it's Ryan Kinsella to the plate with a runner in scoring position still. Big hit for Howell when they needed one most.
Well, we began this inning looking for Joe to start a rally.
Yeah.
And sure enough, here we are.
And that Rebel dugout went from about 40% energy to all the way up to 110.
Yeah, they've been quiet most of the game, but here they're making some noise.
So Espana's giving up a couple of runs here in the fourth. And now the 9-hitter Ryan Kinsella trying to come through. Try to tie this game up. Brody Locke with good speed at second. Good block behind the plate for Peyton Horning. And Brody Locke now into the dugout as he will get his gear on. Waylon Kavanaugh. The
That's
pitch
true.
runner. That's going to get through into left field for a base hit. Kavanaugh
comes-
put it on the wheels. Here's the throw to the plate. It's not in time. It's an RBI single for Ryan Kinsella. The senior comes in the clutch. Kavanaugh scores. It's 4-4. What a turnaround here in the fourth. 3 runs have plated for the Rebels.
Bats have come alive.
Big time.
And we're still at 1 out.
Still 1 out and back to the top of the order in Vinny Agnello. And how quickly that Dragon bullpen starting to get loose. 2 big 1-out hits here for Howell. Now it's again back to the top of the order in Vinny Agnello. Time called. This low 1-0. You could feel the energy has shifted here at ShoreTown Ballpark from the 2 dugouts. Pretty much silence over there for the Dragons. And a whole lot of cheering and noise for Howell. Tipped foul.
Big momentum
Got off the end of
shift.
the bat. Huge.
Big.
That's a 4-4 ball game. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 3 runs have plated for Howell here in the fourth. 7 hits for the Rebels tonight. And the 1-1. On the outside corner, 2-1. Aaron Wojcinski, a shortstop on deck. And the 2-1. 3-1 on Vinny Agnello. Does it ever feel like you just get distracted by the noise in the dugout? Or they're so locked in on the at bat?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I'll have to take a poll on that. I know I probably would.
Yeah. 3-1. Agnello wanted ball 4. Umpire calls a strike. Count full 3-2. Pitch did look good from here, though.
Yeah, but it was a good take, though. At 3-1.
3-2. Upstairs, he walked him. Another runner is reached here for Howell. Time call, and they're going to get a mound visit to Espana here as the bullpen continues to get loose.
This might be all for him at this point. I don't think Coach wants him to face another batter. So, yeah, he's bringing him on.
4 straight base runners have reached for Howell, and that has taken Espana out of the ball game. And it looks like it's number 13 coming into the ball game. Disselkamp will come in, and he will face Aaron Wojcinski when we come back. This mound visit sponsored by the Big Little Peer Program. We'll be back. Rob Disselkamp comes in for the Dragons. 2 on, 1 out in a huge Rebel rally. 3 runs have already played it. Here's Wojcicki. There's a strike. Wojcicki didn't like the call. 0-1. Disselkamp deals. Line down the left field line. Foul off the netting. And it's quickly 0-2.
You got all that one if it just stayed fair. That would have cleared the bases.
Yeah. It was a rocket.
Playing him straight away.
Again, a pretty good distance from left and center field. You get one on the line. Ryan Kinsella easily would score from second, and then Anello with some good speed at first. 0-2. He went around, strike 3. Wojcicki sorted. 2 away. There is Ryan Tedisco to the plate. So after 4 straight Rebel hitters reach, they finally are able to get the second out of the inning. As now Tedisco comes to the plate, 2 on and now 2 out. Ryan Tedisco trying to extend this 4th inning, possibly give Howell their first lead of the night. Pitch inside, gets away from Horning, and moving to third is Kinsella, moving to second, Agnello. So now you got 2 in scoring position for Ryan Tedisco, one of their hottest hitters as of late.
It's one way of moving runners over.
All right, we talked about it during the break. Do what you got to do, right? I'll take anything in this kind of situation. If Ryan could go right back up the middle. Big hole there also. Allen just missed. 2-0. If he gets on, it's Braden Walsh coming up. Two-0 from Disselkamp. Off speed, way out of the zone. 3-0 on Tedisco. There's no way I can see him giving him the green light here.
No, not at all. And he's not worried as much too. They got first base open, so that's a force at any bag.
That's a strike. Tedisco trying to distract him a little bit with the dance moves in the box.
I got him taken here too.
You got to take him 3-1?
I got him taking 3-1.
Let's see. Disselkamp deals 3-1. He doesn't take. He gets it on the ground to second as the out is made. But the Rebels plate 3 in the inning. Big clutch RBI 1-out hits for Howell. They tie the game at 4. We are going to the 5th here from ShoreTown Ballpark. All right, so we're going to keep it easy with you today, this week, and today for trivia. This should be an obvious one, Billy. Who has won the most MLB World Series championships?
Oh, that's the easy one. That's the easy one.
First pitch, bounce from
And
Rohan Shaw.
the other clue is we're both a fan of that team.
Yeah, you could say that.
Slightly. Okay. I think
We'll let Eric answer this one because he's
jumping
up
he's
and
chomping
down
at the
behind
bit.
us.
Yeah, he's jumping at the bit.
A bunt and he swings through it. Does Dylan Rostek?
All right, Eric, bring it home.
The answer would be your New York Yankees.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding.
Good job, Eric. See, but I can't say that Eric's the trivia buff because that should have been an easy answer for him. That one fouled back to the screen. 1-2 on Rostek. But yes, Eric, you are correct. It is the Yankees.
You're down on
Strike three. Good pitch from Rohan Shaw.
I tell you, I had the privilege of being a Yankee fan in the 70s, which is probably one of the greatest times. My dad would probably tell you otherwise because he got a chance to see all the old timers. But the 70s were great. Reggie Jackson, Thurman Munson. Oh, my gosh. It is.
You name him.
Oh, yeah. It's
Basically, you
unbelievable.
name him.
But I remember losing Thurman Munson. I was a huge Thurman Munson fan. Losing him when I was 7th grade or 8th grade. I'm a freshman. I don't even remember. It was awful.
There's Chris Quick. He's quickly a 4-4 game now. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Big cut and a miss. Strike one.
Seems like Rohan's getting stronger now.
Yeah.
As the
Pounding
game
the
is going
strike
on.
zone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now that Dragon dugout starting to
They get him
get a little more active. Another big cut and a miss. Quickly 0-2.
Maybe this is his 1-2-3 inning. We're going to keep trying.
The 0-2. Upstairs 1-2. But with the off speed.
What's going on?
They're making sure that they're protecting the bullpen. That was just a safety precaution there. First base umpire making sure that the guys in the bullpen are got someone protecting it with the not much protection over there. That open bullpen. 1-2. Punched on the ground weakly to second. Kinsella over to first for the out. 2 away. Braden Heater digs in. Gotta say, Braden Heater's I like the last name. Heater.
It would be great if he was pitching, though.
Yeah.
Be great. Heater with the heater.
Yeah. So Heater on to the plate with nobody out, or with nobody on and 2 out here in the away half of the 5th. Good slider, strike one.
So maybe we can honor little Phil Rizzuto since we talked about the Yankees and get a little holy cow in the booth here.
Just over the glove of Shaw, and Kinsella boots it. That is one of those tough hops. Just over the glove of Shaw, but Ryan Kinsella, it kind of seemed like he almost rushed it a little bit.
Yeah, I almost saw that coming.
So here's Vin Barcia. So 1 on and 2 out. So there goes the 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, well, we still got a couple innings left that we could have.
Barcia takes strike one. It'd be interesting. Did they send Braden Heater in this at bat, maybe? I mean, we saw the arm that Brody Locke had. Not going on that pitch. Swing and a miss. Now it's 0-2.
With 2 strikes now, maybe you do it. Because if he gets thrown out, he just leads off next inning.
Yeah. Not going, and Rohan Shaw strikes him out. He has really bounced back for Howell. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 4-4 from the ShoreTown Ballpark from Lakewood, New Jersey. We'll be right back. You're watching Howell Rebels Game Day Live on the Howell High School YouTube channel. Billy Bastito. I'm Matthew Calvin. We'll be right back. This will camp out back on the mound here in the bottom of the 5th inning. He'll face Brandon Walsh, Joe Zito, and Matt Petrano to start it off. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Oh, Howell got that rally going, Billy. Big time rally to get him back in this game. Walsh hits one. Towering fly ball. Rostek on the run. And into foul territory, makes the catch, crashing into the bullpen wall.
Is that a bench out there too he hit? I don't know.
It looked like he kind of took a seat in the chair.
It did. That's what it looked like.
I'm glad he's okay. As Rostek's kind of been all over the place tonight. He's going to bring up Joe Zito and then Matt Petrano.
Well, Joe's the one that got the bats fired up in the last inning, so.
And he did it with 1 out. Inside, 1-0. They're really giving that left center field gap open. That one tipped foul. 1-1. You see that gap out there, left center field?
It's yeah.
I mean, that's a big gap.
It's like as wide as the Titanic.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Ooh. And then for a strike, good pitch from Disselkamp.
If we were to team one right over the shortstop's head, it could go right to the wall.
Just missed. 2-2. I feel like that last inning too was really good base running. But for those Rebel hitters and the runners, a really good running play by Jetsky. That's into the gap, left center field. On the run is Rostek. He's going to make the catch. He got a heck of a good jump. And there's 2-way. Here's Matt Petrano.
He hit it exactly where I wanted him to, but it just hung up there too long.
Yeah. So Matt Petrano comes to the plate, 2 out in a 4-4 ball game. And he lines one into left center field for a base hit. David Marcus on the run, a big turn at first. And Matt Vetrano keeps this fifth inning alive with a 2-out base hit. Logan Keppel will come to the plate. So again, 1 out, 2 out hits have been the key to this game so far for Howell. Now can they extend the inning a little more and drive Vetrano in?
He hit it in the same spot too.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it in the pregame earlier too. You look at the wall-to-wall gaps. Obviously, 400 dead center and then 325 in the corners. Well, the gaps are going to be key. And McTagg made a great point when he talked about it earlier too, was that they have not used to been playing on this ballpark. They have played here the last 4 years once a year. So they've seen it 4 times in 4 years, basically. That went in there for a strike. Keppel didn't like the call, and it's 0-2. Disselkamp trying to work out of that 2-out single for Matt Vetrano with Brody Locke awaiting on deck. And stepping off.
And more sirens.
Yeah. This Rebel offense has been hot these last few innings. That one missed outside. 1-2. It's got to be interesting here. Do you think about sending Vetrano with 2 outs? Not on this pitch, at least. Keppel with a little excuse me swing and making the catch is Espana. We go to the 6th. We are tied at 4. Here from ShoreTown Ballpark, you're watching Howell Rebels Game Day Live on the one and only Howell High School YouTube channel. Rohan Shaw takes the mound when we come back. Payne Horning leads it off against Rohan Shaw here to start the 6th. First pitch is fouled back onto the roof. 0-1.
Nope. Oh, that didn't hit anybody.
Sounded like it hit the bleacher.
Maybe, yeah. Like kids are running
Yeah,
for
there you go. Go get it, kid.
running for a souvenir.
Just missed. 1-1.
Did he get it? It doesn't look like he even got
Yeah,
it.
looking for it still.
They're still looking for it, yeah.
Beautiful slider. Strike 2.
I think he got-
Sporting going to call time.
I thought he got. It looks like he got injured going for that ball.
Did he get it?
It's I don't know. It's dangerous trying to get souvenirs here.
He's holding something.
Yeah,
It looks like he got it.
Yeah, he got it, but he paid the price. He definitely paid the price.
Slider misses 2-2. Hope he's okay.
I hope so. Could have been an MCL or
Yeah.
ACL. I mean, the way he
Running
was
for
hopping,
it.
yeah.
Swing and a miss. Got him. Blew it by him.
I tell you, his injury. Rohan has gotten stronger as the game has gone on.
Yeah.
That's something you want to
Here's
be happy
Espana.
about, you know?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So here's Espana with one away. That's a strike. 0-1. In the air to right. Went back first and then coming back in. Vinny Agnello to make the catch. 2 away. 9 strikeouts tonight, by the way, for Rohan Shaw.
You know, you mentioned before a little bit about playing on a field you're not familiar with. The other variable here is the lighting.
Yeah.
And now we're kind of under the lights here a little bit, and that can play a little
But you
bit
don't
of a
have it,
role.
Howell.
Yeah. So that could, as far as the outfielders go, or, infield pop up, that could be a little bit of a challenge.
Here's Brandon McBride. And there for a strike. This slider has gotten a lot better throughout the game as well. 0-1. Grounded foul, 0-2. Oh, what a play by Braden Heater in the front of the dugout, by the way. Good pick. No wonder why he plays shortstop.
It's hard to say, but I mean, he actually just looks even more comfortable. If at all possible that we can see that from here, but yeah, it looks like he's comfortable.
0-2. Outside there, 1-2 on Rohan Shaw. From Rohan Shaw. And you mentioned the 9 strikeouts. That's exactly where he wants to be with those 9 punch-outs. You erase those 4 innings. He's only allowed those 4 runs. He's allowed 3 hits. Plus Howell's one error.
Mm.
He allowed 2 in the first. He allowed 2 in the third.
That pass ball that allowed those runners to advance was another killer.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Shaw deals it. And it's fouled back.
It's getting close.
Again.
It's getting closer to us.
And then they go for it.
And here they go. Kind of reminds me of, what was that, Marlboro, that won the foul balls?
Yeah.
The softball game?
Yep. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Shaw deals it. Punched in the air to right. Agnello under it. Squeezes it, makes the catch, and that will do it in the away half of the 6th. Home half of the 6th coming up next. You're watching, once again, Howell Rebels Baseball on the Howell High School YouTube channel. Can the Rebels get something going in the home half of the 6th? Try to take the lead and slay the Dragon tonight. Disselkamp will come out for now his third inning of relief. And it's Brody Locke, Ryan Kinsella, and then the top of the order for the Rebels. This is where that rally continued. Brody Locke with the big hit. Oh, first pitch swing, pops it up a mile high in the infield. Chris Quick will make the catch. One pitch, one out, Locke retired. Here's Ryan Kinsella. And an RBI single. RBI singles last at bat in the fifth. Take strike one. 0-1. Ryan Kinsella at the bottom of the order coming through. For Howell, Kinsella on the ground is short. Heater fields, fires. The stretch is in time. 2 away. So 2 up, 2 down quickly here in the home half of the sixth. And now it's the top of the order, and Vinny Agnello to try to get something going with 2 down. Jake Jensen again starting to get loose in that Rebel bullpen. And we'll see if they go with Jensen to pitch the 7th or if they are going to stick Shaw out there. I feel like Shaw's been rolling. You got to keep him out almost.
Yeah, I would agree.
And obviously keep Jensen warm.
In case he gets in
Yeah,
trouble.
just in case. So here's Agnello with 2 away. First pitch bounces 1-0. I know we've already mentioned it, but what a cool moment it's been for these Rebel players. And the same thing with the Dragons. Friends and family come out here. Free baseball game at the Blue Claws. Getting to play on the big field with the big lights.
How gracious they've been to us, too, letting us use
Exactly.
letting us use the booth and the facilities
2-1.
to bring this game to you guys.
Yeah. It's big special thanks to Coach Eric Johnson for hooking us up with that and talking to the guys here at Blue Claws and making that all happen for us. 2-1. Big hack at it, 2-2. Disselkamp trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning here against these Rebel hitters. Two. Fouled it off. 2-2 again.
Trying to find a decent ball here.
Yeah.
Didn't like the ball.
It's always been a pitcher's thing. I got to get the right ball. Otherwise, they don't grip it. The grip's not the best. They'll throw it wild. 2-2.
That's a throw.
Into center field. David Marcus on the run. He makes the catch, and that'll do it. 1-2-3 inning. For Disselkamp, we go to the 7th, tied at 4. Billheimer, Marcus, and Rostek will come to bat in the top half of the 7th, trying to take the lead against the Rebels. And it's going to be the big lengthy lefty, Jake Jensen, coming up on the mound, trying to leave it at as it is, 4-4. We'll be right back. So the big lefty southpaw coming in here to pitch the seventh. Jake Jensen comes on. He's had some really good outings as of late. Billy, you got to talk to him these last few days and talk to him throughout the offseason and during the season. He's looked really well, really sharp. Billheimer leads it off. First pitch, a little upstairs, 1-0.
Yeah, he's been solid. I mean, he spent the entire offseason working on his pitching for this, actually, maybe for this moment right now.
2-0. Jensen's falling behind early.
That's the other thing. We've talked about this too. Even when they're having good stuff, sometimes coming into the game pretty cold can be a challenge.
Fouled right back to the screen. I'm going to say it. I don't know. Everybody's thinking it. If you're sitting behind home plate, screen there or not, you're just not moving. Like, you're going to flinch.
Oh, absolutely.
No matter what.
Yeah, you saw that guy,
10
right?
times out of 10.
Yeah. Oh, there's
You're
no doubt.
flinching.
If the ball's coming at you that quickly, no. You got to flinch.
2-1, just missed. 3-1. Billheimer's trying to get this seventh inning going for the Dragons. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Big cut. Good pitch from Jensen. 3-2 the count.
This pitch is pretty huge, only because if he loses him here, you know they're going to bunt him over. Goes back to a possible one-run game here.
Fouled off.
That was right off the catcher's mask there, it looked like.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't want to lose him here because he's setting up for disaster.
3-2.
Yeah.
Got him swinging one away.
Reached back for a little bit extra on that.
Yeah. Big time. That brings up back to the top of the order for the Dragons, David Marcus.
But again, go back to Jake. You can't help but root for the guy. He's such a solid guy. He's awesome to talk to. He's a very humble guy. It's good to see him have success.
In there for strike one. I mean, I've had some conversations next to you with talking to him. Such a down-to-earth kind of guy. That one fouled back near the Rebel dugout off the screen.
He's a quiet guy.
Coach Blood going to get it.
There he is. Now he's a quiet guy, but yeah, he's good people.
0-2 from Jensen. On the ground foul down the left field line. Oh, 2 coming from David Marcus.
Is that the bleacher creatures? Is that what's going on?
It sounds like
yeah.
it. I've always wanted a high school team to do that. I've seen it on social media. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Senior day, maybe?
Maybe. It's very possible.
0-2. On the ground, back to the mound. Jensen will underhand flip to get David Marcus 2 up, 2 down. Here in the 7th. And it's Dylan Rostek coming to the plate. They're going to get a pinch hitter here. Number 14. Sean McLaughlin will come to the plate. So Sean McLaughlin comes in. He's going to pitch it for Dylan Rostek.
Not too many Joe Smiths on teams anymore, is there?
No, really not. So 2 away for Jensen against McLaughlin.
That's coming right at us.
I flinched, I'm not going to lie. I was ready to catch it, though. You saw me. I had my hand out there. I was ready to catch that.
It was. It was
because it
headed.
didn't look like Patrick was saving us on that one.
You got to save the iPad. Patrick. Save the
Protect
iPad.
the iPad at all costs.
Yes.
You know one. Strike 2 from Jensen.
That kind of reminds me of Matty Zito's home run.
Yeah.
In a softball game coming right at us.
If you haven't checked that out, make sure you do. That was fun.
That was fun.
Grand slam, then Matty Weinmiller hit a home run the following game. Swing and a miss, Jensen.
Strong.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Go the Dragons in the 7th. The only way to win the game now is via the walk-off. 4-4. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's the meat of the order. Wojcinski, Tedisco, and Walsh coming up for the Rebels. So a new shortstop into the game, or a third baseman in the game. Well, no, he's been playing shortstop all game. So I guess they were talking about the left fielder. We'll try to figure out who it is for you, but it's Aaron Wojcinski leading off. If Howell's going to win it, it's going to be via the walk-off tonight here against the Dragons from.
Got to get him on base so we can bunt him over and put a winning run in scoring position. But he's throwing strikes.
Yeah, Disselkamp has come in and he has shut down these Rebel hitters. 0-2 on Wojcinski. Tedisco to follow on deck. And then it's Braden Walsh. That's upstairs. 1-2. You heard Coach Johnson, the third base coach, kind of telling him, stop complaining about it. Swing the bat. You can't get a hit without swinging the bat. 1-2. Outside, 2-2.
He can work the count full here, then he'll have a pitch and maybe he can drive, but
yeah,
we'll see.
2-2. On the ground at third, a foul ball. Someone getting loose in the Dragon bullpen. They made the number so small these days. You can't really see them. I mean, I'm still pretty young, 18 years old, but
yeah,
even then.
You can't rely on my eyeballs. Yeah, that's a little ways to look. Plus, we got the.
And that hits Wojcinski. So a base runner here in the bottom of the seventh for Ryan Tedisco.
That could be the one.
So the winning run at first base. Now, Disselkamp going to talk with the third baseman, Grelling, to try to calm him down after the hit by pitch. Is that the second or third hit by pitch in this game now?
I want to say it's
second,
at least
right?
two, yeah.
Second one. So here's Ryan Tedisco.
So do you take the bat out of his hands? You have him sacrifice here, or do you let him swing away? Or do you hit and run?
Ooh.
You make the call. That's our first edition.
I feel like you got to let him swing. He's been one of the hotter hitters at the plate.
That's what the hard part is. Yeah, he's going to square.
He squared around, didn't go. Count 1-0.
Or you can play that game where you have him square on the first pitch and you have him swing away on the second. Everybody inching in.
Bring the infield in.
And then, he
third
shoots one
baseman
down.
Grelling in. He bunts and bunts it foul. Tedisco wanted that one back.
It's funny how, bunting's got to be one of the hardest things to do successfully.
Yeah.
And, being consistent at it.
When Gerling was in on the grass, he still is right now. Here for the Brick Dragons. Check on with Wojcinski. Those are always pretty dangerous, too, when you think about it. You got a runner at first, nobody out in the seventh inning, game on the line. Missed throw puts the runner in score position.
Wild pitch. There's a lot of things that can happen here, yeah.
Does Tedisco square again? He does. That one nearly hit him. That ball's going to get away, and that's going to put Wojcinski at second. Into scoring position. Right on cue.
So here's the game. A couple of things there's a lot to think about here. What if you put the bunt back on just to get him to third?
Yeah.
A sac fly wins the game.
2-1 the count on Ryan Tedisco.
I wouldn't do that, but always a possibility.
Quick is in. Heavy. And he bunts it down the third baseline. It's going to roll just foul. Almost a beauty.
Yeah.
So he did it.
I know. Yeah, that would have, if that
And he
stays
still
fair.
got nobody out.
Yeah.
Now you got 2 strikes. You'd be really risking it. Do you roll the dice here? Try it one more time?
No, with him being one of the being hot at the plate, I let him swing away now.
Yeah, Braden Walsh on deck.
But if that stays fair, they're both safe.
Yeah. That was a beauty, bud. right there from Tedisco. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Not swinging or squaring. Full count on Tedisco. Huge pitch coming here.
And that's the truth now with a full count. He's going to get, if he can he'll get something decent to swing at.
Big time. Got a piece of it to stay alive for this battle. Disselkamp against Tedisco. It's Braden Walsh and then Joe Zito to follow. So 2 of the senior hitters due up here after Ryan Tedisco, or he can win it right here. Tedisco going to call time. Disselkamp taking a little too long with the liking of Ryan Tedisco. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, bottom of the 7th inning. Howell looking for the walk-off win to continue their fight to host a state playoff game.
Any moment could be the moment.
3-2. It hits him with Jensky not running. That was probably smarter. Probably better off he didn't run. That's going to be ball 4. So Tedisco's going to walk. And Braden Walsh will come to the plate with the winning run at second. And a mound visit coming here for the Dragon head coach. Well, this mound visit sponsored by the Big Little Peer Program. To start the year, the Littles freshmen and sophomores will be partnered with the Bigs, juniors, and seniors to talk about underclassmen concerns, hopes, questions, and overall form of friendship between students in different grade levels. After a couple of meetings, the pair will participate in challenges and discussions as a club surrounding various topics. This may include transitioning back from COVID, navigating social media, interacting with friends, peers, study tips, extracurriculars/sports, time management, mindfulness, mental health, and more. The overall goal is to form a camaraderie between the Bigs and the Littles and the entire club friendship.
This is the kind of stuff you always dream about as a kid, being in a big
Right?
game, on a big
A
field.
lot of people watching.
A lot of people watching.
Well, if you want to make your
Tie
moment,
game. Yeah.
you do it like this, right?
At any moment can be the moment. But here's the thought here. Do you get him to square around?
I feel like you got to keep the bat in Walsh's hands.
Yeah, I know.
He's got to
that's a
have
tough
it in his
answer.
hands. Quick is in on the bag at first. First and second, no one out. Let's see where they go. Winning run at second base. He drives one into right center field and deep. Making the catch. Wojcinski's going to tag. He'll go to third. He'll make it standing. Winning run 90 feet away.
Just as good as a bunt right there.
Absolutely.
Advance the runner.
So Walsh did his job, and now it's Zito's turn to try to do his. And now the next question is, are you sending Tedisco here? One out, did they throw through?
Did they? Yeah, you stay out of the double play, too.
Big decision time. So the winning run 90 feet away. Time called.
We have lots of questions. We just don't have any answers.
Yeah. Let it play out.
Yeah, that's a tough call.
Winning run 90 feet away. Girling in on the grass at third. Tedisco at first. Wojcinski the winning run at third. Strike one on Zito.
Remember this, too. A wild pitch wins this game, too.
Yeah,
perhaps.
It really could. You can see Disselkamp kind of barking into the Dragon dugout, trying to get some defensive alignment right. You got to be careful of a balk, too.
Yeah,
Balk wins the game. You don't even have to throw a pitch.
Exactly. The other thing happens, too. He throws the first, and it gets by him. The winning run scores. Lots of ifs.
0-1. There goes Tedisco. Zito swings and a foul ball. Oh, that was close to walking it off. Now he's got 0-2 on him. He gave it a rip, though.
What kind of guts would you have to run a squeeze play here? with 2 strikes. That would be really crazy.
You'd really got to roll the dice.
Yeah.
You got to hit the winning lottery ticket on that. You really would.
Be
There's no,
fun to see, though.
I don't see it happening right now.
No, but it would be a great call.
No balls, 2 strikes. Joe Zito at the plate, winning run 90 feet away, and Aaron Wojcinski. Ryan Tedesco's the runner at first. He takes off. Pitch in the dirt. Not running is Wojcinski, and probably for the better of it, as Tedesco moves to second, so that takes away the double play. So we knew it was going to happen eventually.
We answered one question. We took away the double play now.
One, 2. Disselkamp to Joe Zito. Now the infield all the way in. Fouled it straight back. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Winning run again, still 90 feet away. Wojcinski is that runner. Disselkamp battling through the 7th. Good block from Horning behind home plate. He saved that one.
Yeah,
Big time.
That could have been the winner right there. He doesn't come up with that ball.
Yeah. Still remember, there is 1 out.
So sac fly is in play.
Absolutely. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, second and third. 1 away here in the 7th. The Rebels looking for the walk-off. Got him with a big swing and a miss, and Disselkamp fired up. And now it's Vetrano's chance. Joe Zito a little frustrated with himself. So now the outfield could go back to normal position. The infield can move back. And now it's Vetrano's opportunity to try to get it done. Remember, there's still a base open. Strike 1. What a pickle that Disselkamp got himself into. He's trying to find his way out of it right now. Big at bat for the young hitter in Vetrano. The 0-1. Another good block from Horning, 1-1.
1 hit or 1 pass ball.
Yeah.
Either way, game's over.
That Rebel dugout making some noise here on a Tuesday evening from ShoreTown Ballpark. 1-1. Driven into center field. Marcus is there, and he is out of the jam. Nobody out, nobody scores. We're playing free baseball here from ShoreTown. 4-4 to the 8th inning we go. We'll be right back. So we have free baseball here at ShoreTown. 4-4 ball game. Dragons had the lead up until the fourth. Rebels scored 3 runs to tie it at 4. We've been at a stalemate since 4-4, and we have moved to the 8th inning. Jake Jensen will lead it on the mound, and it's Chris Quick to be the batter. Quick, Heater, and Barcia, the scheduled the batters for the Dragons. That one is driven down the right field line, a long run, and a foul ball for Vinny Agnello. Xavier Cortez warming in the bullpen for the Rebels, and then Sean Savannah warming for the Dragons.
That was a golden opportunity missed by
Yeah,
the Rebels to be able to
Big time.
send us home. But
big time miss. Still got a chance, though. 1-1 to Chris Quick. Good pitch there from Jensen, 1-2.
you always concern yourself with momentum shifts too.
Yeah.
Because the Dragons coming up are fired up.
Back up the middle and through for a base hit. So the go-ahead run at first for the Dragons. You can hear Chris Quick all the way from up here in the booth. He is pumped. So here is Braden Heater, the lefty. Jake Jensen looking for the double play ground ball here. The old twin killer.
I think he's going to square. No, he's swinging away.
No.
Wow. Surprised. I'm surprised they're not trying to bunt him over and get him in scoring position unless they got a different plan here.
Yeah. 1-0. That looked good. Well, missed. 2-0. You can see Ryan Kinsella's reaction to that as well. 2-0. That's a strike. 2-1. Braden Heater against Jensen here in the 8th. Missed high. 3-1. Xavier Cortez again getting loose in the bullpen for Howell. And he walked him, ball 4. So Jensen has put 2 on here for the Dragons. And Vin Barcia will come to the plate. Time called as Brody Locke's going to go out and talk to Jensen. And Coach Brian Blood's going to come out and talk to him as well. We'll take a quick timeout here from Howell. We'll be right back. So here's Barcia.
Do you bunt him over here?
Jensen will step off and check.
And
Brandon Walsh playing like it at first. Joe Zito pretty much even with the grass. Chris Quick's the runner at second. They square and he swings through. 0-1. That's the other thing you got to be mindful of, though. Remember, if you miss that pitch, then your runner's stealing or getting a big jump, you can throw behind him, which we saw earlier in this game where he threw behind him and almost got him.
Yeah, you just want to be careful that it don't go out in the outfield.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's always
Kind of acts as a base hit.
risk reward here.
Barcia with Walsh creeping in. Leaves that one there. The throw back to second, not in time. So they did try it. As Quick able to get back quick enough. One ball, one strike. Nobody out. Jensen has worked himself into a little bit of trouble. He squares. Just missed. 2-1. Now that Rebel dugout, not very happy. Some close calls.
We got some new smells wafting up into the booth here from
Yeah.
down below. I don't know what they're cooking now, but it was hot dogs before.
Well, it's a foul. 2-2. So now Barcia with 2 strikes. You got to be swinging away, right?
I would think
Again,
so,
risk
yeah.
reward, though.
Yeah. You know, so you got the 2 options. He fouls it off. He struck out. He misses with the bunt. He strikes out.
Yeah.
So
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, no one out. Braden Walsh still playing in on the back at third. He does square. He bunts it fair. Jensen slips. Walsh's throw to first is in time. Moving the runners over to second and third. And in a scoring position, 90 feet away, the go-ahead run for the Dragons. Bunt made to perfection. And now it's going to be Peyton Horning. Now the infield to come in. So infield in with 1 out.
needs a strikeout here.
Yeah.
That would help.
Really well executed bunt there, though.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So here's the catcher, Horning. Infield in, second and third, 1 out. Jensen trying to work his way out of the jam. Strike 1.
That bunt was almost textbook,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, that's where Jake's focus needs to be. Throwing strikes and working about the hitter, not the runners.
0-1. I have a feeling this dugout for Howell is someone might be thrown out soon. They are not liking these last few zones from home plate umpire. 1-1. Fouled away 1 and 2. Huge pitch coming for Jake Jensen. Now, this could arguably be one of the biggest pitches of the night.
Yeah, without a doubt.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Infield is in. Go ahead and run 90 feet away and time called. Big pitch from Jensen. He deals. 2-2. Funnel cake?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That should be the trivia question. Identify the smell. That was a good whiff, though, of something good.
Yeah. I think funnel cake. 2-2. Line into right center field. That's going to be big trouble. That's going to roll a long way away from Tedisco. 1 run is in. 2 runs are going to score. Dragons break out in front. It's 6-4. A huge 1 out, 2-run RBI double for Peyton Horning. The catcher comes up big here in the 8th. Their first runs since the 3rd inning. 5 innings later, they come up with a big hit. Here's Espana. The entire Rebel crowd silenced right now. A few pitches that Rebel dugout didn't like during the at-bat. Possible opportunity to erase those 2 runs. But either way, it's a 2-run game. 6-4 Dragons.
That's that same hit that the Rebels needed at the bottom of this inning.
Yeah. We talked about one of the keys to the game. With runners on, got to find a way to move them over and get them in. 0-1. 0-2.
He got him. He got him.
He got him? Yes, he got him!
Caught him sleeping.
So he's tried it 3 times, and Billy, the 3rd time's the charm.
Absolutely. At first, I didn't realize. I thought he was throwing it back to Jake, and then I saw it, and then he was sleeping out there on second. So,
and that was a pinch runner, by the way, because he was running for Horning. I believe to be number 12. Gavin Mayfield. Just missed again, 1-2.
That's a big play. First of all, obviously, to get the out, but second, taking somebody out of scoring position because you don't want to be down by 3 going in the bottom of the 8th.
1-2. Fouled right back. I didn't flinch that time.
You didn't. But the guy down there did.
Yeah. So again, Jensen's going to deal a 1-2. That one misses high and in. 2-2.
Almost hit him, too. Almost like he leaned into the pitch, though.
Yeah, a little bit. If you're looking forward to the bottom of the 8th after this 2-2 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, so Jensen allows 2 to score in the away half of the 8th. Home half of the 8th looks like this. Logan Keppel, Brody Locke, Ryan Kinsella. They got that rally going in the 4th. Can they get another one here in the 8th? They're down 2, trying to tie it and walk it off. 7, 8, and 9, the three batters to bat here for Howell in the bottom of the 8th. Extra inning baseball. Rebels had a chance in the 7th to walk it off. They stranded a couple on. They're down 2 here in the 8th, 6-4. Sean Savannah, the new pitcher for the Dragons. First ball inside on Logan Keppel.
Last time up, he drove one in the gap.
There's a strike.
Yeah, he drilled that one out the left field last time up.
Yeah.
Could do one right here now. Would be
Got a piece of it. 2-2 quickly. 6.06 ERA and 17 and a third innings pitched for Sean Savannah. Ahead of the count on Logan Keppel, 1-2. Savannah rocks and deals. And a swing and a miss, one away. Let me tell you, the Dragons have woken up here in these last 2 innings as Brody Locke digs in.
and he's on the mound breathing fire.
Literally. So here's Brody Locke with one away. Sean Savannah trying to make quick work at the bottom of the order for Howell. Strike one.
There's some of that fire.
He's come in throwing heat. Savannah steps off. The 0-1. Bounce it under the legs of both Horning and the home plate umpire. 1-1.
Kind of reminiscent of Goose Gossage back in the 70s. Coming in for the Yankees in the 9th inning. You didn't want to face him because he was throwing nothing. He was just rearing back and throwing heat.
It's like Mariano Rivera. And
Yep.
then,
Exactly.
who would you say now is kind of like that? I feel like Edwin Diaz a little bit. Clay Holmes looked pretty good, right?
Yeah, the thing is you got to do it over a period consistently over a period of time
Yeah.
before you get that tag, you know. But yeah,
David
Mariano
Bednar's
Rivera.
been looking pretty good. Rain's starting to come down a little more. That's on the corner for strike two. 1-2 on Brody Locke. It's not really of a windy night. It's a cooler night, but definitely not windy. 0-2. Struck him out swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Sean Savannah here in the 8th. And the Rebels down to their final out. The 9-hitter, the senior Ryan Kinsella to the plate. Trying to keep this Rebel team alive as Vinny Agnello waits on deck, hoping to get his opportunity. Savannah's come in and struck out the first two he's faced. First one misses outside, 1-0. Coming to Ryan Kinsella. That one 2-0. He's falling behind in the count early. Are you waiting to take a strike? I feel like you have to, right?
Yeah, you do. You need a base runner here, at least one base runner, just to keep this alive. So yeah, I keep the bat on his shoulders.
Shakes off the first pitch. Says yes to the second. 2-0. 3-0. And I definitely got a green light. Or not green light. I got a red light him here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kinsella. Just 2 out and an opportunity back to the top of the order. There's strike one. And Nello did not like it. And neither did the Rebel dugout. On 1. Swing and miss, 0-2. Rebels down to their final out. Down to their final strike, 0-2. Strike 3! Agnello down on strikes, and the Dragons have won it. A big win in extra innings for the Dragons. They win it 6-4. And a huge win on a huge night on their senior night. As the Dragons slay the Rebels here from the Blue Claws. We thank you all so much for tuning in on your Tuesday evening. For our entire crew, Eric Arnoldson, Andrew Tordos, our Patrick Fagan, the camera guy of the year. For Billy Mestito, we want to send a special thanks to the Lakewood Blue Claws, to the Blue Claws as they were able to get us here in the broadcast room today to make the senior night for the Dragon special, for this game for the Rebel special, and of course for us special as well. For Billy Mestito, I'm Matthew Kaufman saying so long, good night. We'll see you next time. You're watching Howell Rebels Game Day Live on the Howell High School YouTube channel. Good night.